Movement Party on the line. Vuyo Zungula, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I mean, it's not just about the cabinet's reshuffle. There have been a lot of developments around the president himself, not least of which is the news from the DA, SARS saying that they have no record of the man who came to buy cattle from the president, registering his foreign currency. Talk to me about your thoughts on today with all the developments we've had.
It's clear, Sally, that Mr. Ramaphosa does not have the moral authority to make any changes to the cabinet because he has been found by an independent panel of experts that he may have seriously violated the Constitution. As things stand now, that report still stands. Secondly, the report that came out today from SARS vindicates that indeed there is a serious case to answer. Therefore, we should not be proceeding as a country, continuing as if this is not something that is important, because it is very clear that Mr. Ramaphosa will use his office, the presidential office, to further his interests and protect himself. So even with the cabinet reshuffle tonight, it has got nothing to do with the best interests of the country, but it is own narrow interest as an individual. For example, there are ministers that have been found wanting in terms of the Zondo Commission of Inquiry. They are still kept there, in the cabinet. And you find that the discussion about the Zondo Inquiry depends as to who is in the wrong in terms of having a principled approach to say all implicated individuals will be removed from cabinet. That's the first issue. The second issue is that you've got a Department of Public Enterprises which has been found to be failing. SOEs are dysfunctional. Even post office is going to be retrenching workers. The reason why we've got this load shedding mess, it is because of the failure of that particular department. But there's nothing said and done about that particular minister. So we are not surprised as the ATM because clearly Mr. Ramaphosa has made it his own personal mission to avoid accountability and use his office as the president of the country to further his interest.
Mr. Zungula, is there anything at all that you welcome amidst all of that state oral sentiment that you are expressing in the cabinet, particularly if you are talking about the Ministry of Electricity? We know that you oppose that in particular, but the incumbent and their potential to assist in this crisis, do you think there's anything to be said about that? Secondly, what do you think should be the next way forward for Parliament, because it looks like there's a resistance to have the committee you've been calling for in terms of the ad hoc committee to probe Phala. Will you answer those two for me, please?
Look, the ANC is tired. The ANC, nothing positive will ever come from the ANC government. The way they're acting now, it is the same way the National Party was acting when they knew that they were going to be out of office before 1994. They are looting, their scale of looting. It is looting of people that know that come 2024, they will not be in government. Even the appointments that are made, they're made in the context of people that know that they are on their way out. So there's nothing positive that will come from the ANC government. Secondly, if you're to look at all of the indicators from 2018 up until now, the country has gone from bad to worse. If you look at the crime issue, unemployment, the decay in terms of our public infrastructure, the issue of the porous borders, that speaks to a failing government. And this government is failing because the head of, this government, his priority, it is Phala and selling uncles. He does not have a priority of dealing with, the issues that are affecting the people. And, honestly speaking, South Africans deserve better. They need a present president that is focused on dealing with the issues, not a part-time president whose focus is going to be split between his private interest and the presidency. Now, on the issue of Parliament must work or must operate in line with the Constitution. That is why we went to court to say the actions of Parliament to refuse to scrutinize executive action is a betrayal of the people of our country, and that is informed by a previous constitutional court ruling that said the National Assembly must scrutinize and oversee executive action. And as we sit here now, there is no one that can outright and confidently say the president is innocent or the president is guilty. That is why Parliament had to have an inquiry. But as the reports are coming out from the public protector, SARS, the Reserve Bank, it clearly shows that there is a serious case to answer. That is why we are going to be pursuing this matter and just making sure that we do not let it to slide, because it will set a bad precedent that whoever that is president, can commit series of crimes and will not be held accountable because of the political power they have.
All right, thank you very much, and we hope to talk to you some more on these and other important issues. Thank you so much for your comment over there. Sally?
All right.